At 16, you've managed to land the role in Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
How did that happen? What was the process like?
Oh my gosh, the process, it was fast, actually. I mean, in the acting world, things take a long process normally, but I was lucky enough to just be booked on the spot. I went in for the audition. My agency, they emailed us. They're like, you have to come into New York for this audition. So I went to the audition. It was for Orange is the New Black. I have never seen the show, but I know it was a big thing because I always watch Netflix and it's always there. But I went in, and it was for a rowdy teenage girl, so I'm not really like that. So I was kind of scared, and also I had to portray a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, well, they really cast a 16-year-old for 13. So there was a lot of like doubts, but I still went in there and I did it. And then about like not even a day, 2 days later, they call us and they're like, okay, you got the job. I'm like, okay. Wow. I mean, normally they don't do that because, like I said, in the acting world, it's a long process. They have, you know, callbacks, like 3 different auditions. You know, there can be 200 girls to say one line. So it's crazy. Like, they audition like 200 girls to say one line. So it's a long process.
But you were lucky enough that you didn't have to go through that.
Thank God. Yes.
That's good. So how was the experience of working on the set with, you know, the cast and like
oh my
filming?
gosh. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was amazing because you're working with such wonderful and professional actors. So I love learning from people. Learning is probably my favorite thing because that's how you get better.
Yeah.
So I got to learn from my stage mom, Elizabeth Rodriguez. She's absolutely amazing. And my sister in the show, Daisha, she's an amazing actress. So I just got to learn from them. So it was a really fun experience.
Tell us about your character.
My character, Eva, oh my gosh, she's tough. She's sassy. She's definitely like her mom in the way that, you know, she doesn't really follow the rules. She thinks that she's grown when she's not at all. I mean, I guess like if you see the show, you'll understand what I mean by that. But I had a really fun time playing her because, again, I'm not like that in person. So in order to like, you know, get out of my comfort zone, I was able to, you know, just get crazy a little bit.
Yeah, I think those roles that are not you in real life, I think they're the most fun.
They are, because you get to be somebody else. That's why I love acting.
Yes, me too. So, a favorite experience while filming, or a memorable moment?
For Orange is the New Black? I think it has to be the scene that I get thrown out of the house. Like, she drags me by my hair. I mean, that sounds like, you're like, oh my gosh, why would that be your favorite scene? Because it was the most powerful scene. It was really fun to film, you know? I mean, I did have to take, you know, Advil after that because I had a headache, because she literally pulled me by my hair. Yes. You know, there was a stunt coordinator there, so he taught us, like, how to do it without me getting harmed, but I mean, when somebody pulls your hair multiple times, you're gonna get a headache. But it was still my favorite because there was a lot of emotion there and a lot of passion. And like I said, Elizabeth, she's an amazing actress. So
yeah, I think once you're in that moment,
it felt like, so real. So it was like,
you
wow.
just go with it, right?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, you gotta feel it.
For sure.
So, if you weren't an actress, what career would you do?
That is such a hard question because I think with things like this is my passion. Like I can't even think about doing anything else. But I do love animals, so maybe something with that, like marine biology or I don't know.
That's fun.
Yeah, so something like that.
But I mean, being an actress, you know, you get to be anything you want.
Yes, of course.
I think
exactly.
you'll have everything in there. Maybe one day you'll get a role.
Exactly. To be a marine biologist or something.
Celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush? Oh my God. I think, that's a hard one. I've had a lot of celebrity crushes, and it changes like every week, but definitely Shawn Mendes. Yeah, I love him. but I hope he never sees this one getting big, because that's going to be really awkward, you see.
Yeah. Watch out for camera.
Oh, stop. I don't want to talk about it, okay? Me and him are on a little bit of a break because of that.
Okay. I'm sure
it's okay.
She
it's
understands.
fine. Yeah, honestly, it's whatever. We'll see. There's still a long way for me to go, and him. It's fine, though. It's okay.
Okay. Let's get back to the seriousness.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, what has been a challenge in the industry for you?
A challenge? I think, especially since I'm so young, it's like, you know, having friends and stuff that understand you and understand your career. Although I have my family is so supportive. I mean, I feel like as a teenager, it's always like, oh my gosh, like my friends and stuff like that. So like balancing out my life, that's always a challenge. But either way, like for me, my work comes first. So either way, like if you're gonna be my friend, you either support me or you don't,
Yes.
and then that's how I know if you're a true friend or not. So that's probably like one of the challenges I have to deal with. And then also, there's going to be a lot more no's than there are yeses. So that's always hard. But I mean, you start to learn, you start to, you know, you go into the audition, and once you come out, you forget about it. And if you get called, you get called. If you don't, you don't.